people talk about 30A, they talk about beaches. What they don't talk about is how access actually works. If you're new to the area, the public versus private beach conversation can feel confusing, frustrating, and honestly, sometimes a little emotional. So instead of arguing about it online or throwing legal terms at you today, we're gonna break this down at a human level. I'm taking you west to east along scenic 30A. We'll walk through the public parks, public beach accesses, and we'll also stop at a private beach club so you can see the difference for yourself. Because if you're thinking about moving here, visiting here, or investing here, beach access might matter more than the house itself. Let's start with what full public beach access actually looks like. As soon as you turn onto 30A, this is the first place you're gonna see. We're at Topsail Hill Preserve State Park, one of Florida's most stunning state park and a total destination for outdoor lovers. Located along scenic Highway 30A in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida, what sets this place apart, of course, is the amazing beaches. You have 3 miles of the most beautiful white sand you could possibly see going up and down here, with towering dunes that reach over 25 feet tall. The water is emerald, crystal clear Gulf of Mexico vibe that makes this stretch iconic. Another feature that makes this place so unique is the rare coastal dune lakes. We have 3 of them here, and it's a super rare ecosystem found in only a handful of places around the world. The 3 of them here are perfect for fishing and kayaking and doing all sorts of water sports. In fact, they have kayak rentals. Let's go right over here and you can check this out. Kayak rentals, 2 hours, 30 bucks. 4 hours, 45, 8 hours. And believe me, you don't want to do 8 hours on a kayak. You'll be sore as you could be. $65 for that. They also have paddleboard rentals and bike rentals as well. They have over 15 miles of trails here. So the great part is you can get on a bike and you can actually be lost forever. This time of the year, we're in the middle of January right now. It's absolutely gorgeous here, 72 degrees, literally probably 6 cars in the parking lot. And look at this. This isn't one of the dune lakes. This is more of a pond, but the wildlife is prevalent out here. You got to watch out for the alligators. It's a Florida thing. I don't know if they come out in January. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. They say if it's wet and there's water, there's alligators. But hey, this is a great place to bring the family. And also, if you don't want to bring the whole chair setup, they also offer that. You can get 2 chairs and an umbrella for 50 bucks. Right behind me, you'll see the tram. And during the peak seasons, this thing will take off. I think it's every 15 or 20 minutes. During the off season, it's every hour. So currently, I'm waiting for them to go ahead and take the 10 o'clock tram out so I can show you some of the sights along the way. And you might be asking yourself, well, John, does it cost to get into the park? Yes, it does cost, but it's a very, very cheap price. Only 4 bucks per carload. You can bring up to 6 people in each car. It might be it's 8 people. 6 or 8, one of the 2. And the best thing about the national parks here is you have several up and down 30A is you could buy a season pass, and I highly recommend this. It's $120 for the family. It's good for all year long, or you can do $60 for an individual. A great way to explore not only the Florida parks here, but all the Florida parks all across the state of Florida. All right, when you think of beach access on 30A, this right behind me is exactly what you think. We are at Dune Allen Beach Access, 5999 West County Highway 30A. And behind me, you'll see the restrooms. And in front of me, you will see the prettiest dang beach that God ever created. Look at this, guys. This is absolutely magnificent. When you think of Florida beaches, if you think about public access into the 30A area, this is exactly what you're gonna get. This is pretty indicative of some of the stuff that you'll see around here. In this particular parking area, we have 27 different parking spaces. Now, 27 during this time of year is absolutely perfect. 27 during peak season, it can get a little tight in here. So that's why it gets a little difficult to park at some of these places sometimes unless you get here super early or if you just get lucky in the middle of the day. But absolutely beautiful beach access here with 27 parking spaces. As you see, you can roll down to the beach here from the boardwalk. You got stairs. You also have the ADA compliant wheelchair accessible area over here, which is really great. Some of these places in 30A have these big, huge bluffs, and this staircase right here, this is very small compared to some of the places you'll see down here. But as you can see, absolutely gorgeous public beach area. Your public beach area is gonna go from this line right over here. Luckily, we're at the time of the year where there's no signs in the sand that tell you you can't be over here because this is private property. We're gonna get to that a little bit later in the video, guys. I'm not gonna get to it yet. Just looking at the beach here, this is kind of what you could expect. Overall, 5th of January, 72 degrees outside, not a person in sight. To the right of me, there's literally 3 people on the beach down there. So thank you for not putting out the trespassing signs, guys. We appreciate it. You might be asking yourself, hey, John, what's the water temperature this time of year? You're looking at about 62 degrees right now in the water. A little chilly, but you know, I just got back from Indiana and I think I can handle it. What's great about this spot is during the summertime, you'll find this place to be a little less crowded. We are on the far west side of 30A right now. So this area over here doesn't get nearly as packed as some of the spots further to the east. If you get here a little bit later in the afternoon, you can find a parking spot, especially late season after second week of August. It starts to open up a little bit back here. Dune Allen Beach access, definitely a good place to go if you're on the west side of 30A. What's great about these public accesses is they have these showers here. There you go. Watch the old flippy flops. January, wearing flippy flops. Life is good. Also, a pretty nice bonus about these public beach areas is you have the restrooms, you have the water bottle stands, you know, cheap place to go. Let me make sure nobody's in the men's restroom here. Hey, coming in, everybody good? And there you go, there's inside the men's restroom. I'm really glad no one was in here. That would have been weird. All right, guys, I gotta be completely honest. I don't really go to the west side of 30A a lot, but when I was coming down the street here, I was driving by, I was like, holy cow, we have another one. This is another public entrance. It's the Fort Panic Beach access here at 5753 West County Highway 30A. So literally, I was just going down the street here, maybe 2 or 3 blocks, and boom, another public entrance point. Sorry guys, I don't come to this side of the beach very often. I stay more on the east side of 30A. But look, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, looks like about 20 parking spots here. So hey, added a little bonus. We didn't know this was gonna be here. It wasn't in the cards, but for you, my friends, it is. You wanna take a look at the beach? I kinda wanna take a look at the beach. Let's go check it out. All right, so yeah, this is what I'm talking about, guys. This one has a lot more beach area here. It's much wider across than the last beach we were at. So as you can see, all the way through here to that pole right over there is going to be private beach. And also, it looks like they did some re-nourishment here, or maybe even knocked a sand dune or 2 out here to give you much extra beach space out here. So this is awesome. This is definitely a place that you want to go during high traffic times because you have all this beach you can deal with. I mean, yeah, this is like the size of 7 or 8 houses. This is huge. I can't believe I never knew this was here. My apologies to you West Ender 30Ers in Fort Panic Beach access. I give you much respect. This is a beautiful beach, guys. All right, next up on our tour of places of public beaches here on 30A is Walline, and look at this place, man. This is absolutely gorgeous. Low-key, you have one of the best lookout towers in all of 30A to do some dolphin watching, especially at sunset. Coming out here, look on the second break out there, the third break, you'll often see dolphins out there, but this is great beach for lifestyle purposes. Now, this beach could be a little more crowded than some of the other beaches. It's very hard to find a parking spot here during the summertime. As you can look out here, these are all the spots available. You do have an extremely popular restaurant right across the street. Everybody loves to eat there, including Russell Brand. You often will see Russell Brand hanging out in there as he's now a local here. But great area right over here to the left. You have all these shops and a little amphitheater area back there where you can see different live performances throughout the year. But the star of the show is right here on the observation deck, guys. This is absolutely beautiful. They also have 2 picnic pavilions over here, so if you want to pack a lunch, get off the beach, maybe call and order a pizza, have it delivered, and have the kids eat right there. It's a good low-cost way, and you know, if you got the money, you just go over there to Skunk Gully and get yourself some good fresh seafood, because their grouper there is absolutely top-notch. Fresh caught local fish. In fact, does somebody want a gift card? Do we hear a gift card giveaway? Let's go ahead and do that. Text SHUNK, not skunk, SHUNK. Well, why would you name your restaurant Skunk Gully? Text the word SHUNK down below, and I'll pick one winner from the people that comment down below, SHUNK, and I'll pick somebody next Saturday when the next video is released, and we'll go get you a $25 gift card to this wonderful restaurant. So even if you don't live here, when you come here on vacation, hey, you could have a couple drinks on Mr. Beach. I got you. All right, next up we have Blue Mountain Beach access. Blue Mountain is one of the more laid-back family areas. The only problem about this area is the lack of parking. So as you can see, it's the middle of January. This place is packed out, imagine, in the middle of July. Even having problems parking here in January can be a bit of a problem, but they have nice public restrooms, as you can see here, and it does get a little busy in this area, and I want to show you exactly why. You have a private residence right here, and then you have a private residence right there, and the only beach access you really have during the summertime is just going to be this little short stretch of beach. Now, that's a rather short stretch of beach for all the people that come out here and try and enjoy it. So you'll see a lot of the times the chairs and the umbrellas will get packed up all the way to the back of the dunes over here. All right, so let's go ahead and address the 600-pound pink gorilla sitting in the back of the room. Here in South Walton and along 30A, the wet sand below the high tide line is public and accessible to everyone. The dry sand above the high tide line can be privately owned depending on property and location. That's the bare end nuts about it, okay? So what's happening now is there's a lot of pushback from folks wanting to have all the beaches be public, and even our own Governor Ron DeSantis is getting behind this. He actually had a big press conference here last year talking about this.
We have been very, very strong in supporting the vitality of Florida's beaches.
Of Walton County's 26 miles of beaches, only 9 miles are public. Governor DeSantis says the new law doesn't take away the rights of beachfront owners, but it makes it easier for beach restoration and other environmental work. The bill takes effect right away.
All right, there he is, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Governor DeSantis, slamming it down, telling you how it is. And hey, my name is John Arroyo. I am a realtor here on 30A and all throughout Panama City Beach and Destin. If you're looking to relocate to the area, it'd mean a lot to me if you call me to use me as your realtor. My number is 850-943-7777. You can reach me anytime at john@mrbeachteam.com. All right, on to the next beach access here in 30A. All right, guys, so we just entered Grayton Beach State Park. Now, I'm not allowed to put the drone up here, which kind of makes me sad. So I'll try and give you a 50,000-foot overview from the cam here in the bus. And as you can see, look at the size of those dunes. This is how all this area looked back in the day. Isn't that cool? Look at the natural formation of the dunes. Now they have walking trails all throughout here. In addition to that, they also have these different lakes, and they have a kayak center that you can rent from right up here on the right. You can rent some paddle boards or kayaks, whatever your flavor. I will tell you that paddle boards take a little bit more work than what they look like. But absolutely beautiful dune lake here. There's a bridge that goes back behind over here. As you can see, there's some little picnic areas over here that you can set up as well. There's a park ranger. Don't mess around with the park rangers. Thank you very much. Learned that from Yogi Bear. But absolutely beautiful. Look at these dunes, guys. I mean, I hope this is coming through on the video as impressive as it is in real life. I mean, those guys are 25, 30 feet high. Just absolutely gorgeous when you think about what this old beach looked like before the development. Not saying the development's bad, but it's really great that right in the middle of it all, you can go over here to these wonderful state parks and you can really experience the nature of what surrounds us here. They got some walking trails out front. This is going to be the changing area. They got places to park your bikes here if you're running in from Grayton Beach, and there's the walkway up. Got some more picnic tables over there and a really cool little hiking trail, guys. I tried to hike this trail once and I got about maybe a quarter mile in and I was like, no, that's good. To be fair, it was the middle of summer. Now that it's 70 degrees outside, I could probably do that a little bit easier. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm lying to myself. But as you can see, plenty of parking here. It does fill up early during peak season, so you still have to get out here early. Let's check out the beach. Now, a couple quick signs that you're going to want to pay attention to when you first get here. You'll notice that sea turtle nesting season is May through October. No flashlights allowed on the beach. That is state park rule. People do use those red flashlights though, so I mean, I don't know if you can use the red flashlights. It says no flashlights. I kind of listed them, but you're supposed to not be here past sunset anyways. And also another big notice here, alcoholic beverages, glass containers, fireworks, fires, and pets prohibited on beach. That's for everybody's good, my friend. All right, so here we go. We're walking on this cool parkway. Look at this. Check this out, guys. This is so cool the way they have this set up. Everything here is ADA compliant. So if you have somebody in a wheelchair, this is a great place to take them. It was difficult back then, but they really made it accessible to everybody, which is a great thing, especially to folks that are confined to wheelchairs. In fact, you'll see the wheelchair path right down there straight to the beach. And look how gorgeous this is, guys. The development doesn't start all the way over there, and you can't even see it over here to the left. We are in the middle of 30A. Magical place. Hidden behind the sand dunes. You have a wonderful stretch of beach, guys. And this is why I say you could find your place here on 30A. It's just a matter of finding which area you like the best. That's pretty much what it boils down to for a lot of people. But look at this beach, guys. Isn't this great? Now, if you look down here all the way over there, can you see those 2 yellow poles? Those 2 yellow poles are the markers for an artificial reef they put out here called Turtle Reef. And as you can see, it's 750 feet out there. So it's a little bit of a trip. You probably need a kayak. It's past the second sandbar. A lot of wildlife hangs out in this area. Just kind of use caution if you are trying to get out there. It's a little bit too far for a swim. As you can see, 700 feet on the land is from here to that light pole. If you think you can swim out that far and make it back, good luck. But you can see all the wildlife that they have. The poles will center up when you're out there, so you can kind of see it. I don't know, man. I've never seen anybody brave enough to go out there. Look, I'm a strong swimmer. I ain't going out there, but this is some of the stuff you can see out there. They got grouper, spadefish, flounder, but this is just some of the stuff they have out here. I mean, look at all this crazy stuff they have. We've seen one of these leatherbacks, I mean, literally right off the beach. It was crazy, guys. Of course, I'm a fisherman. Listen, I like to sport fish. I'm sorry, they're delicious. The pompano right off the beach, man. Guys, they run through here all the time. Use a little bit of sand flea and a fish bite, catch them, cook them, enjoy them all day long. The natural resources of our state parks here is one of the most fantastic reasons to visit 30A. Just on this stretch, you got Topsail Park, you got this park here, and even further down, you have Cape Helen State Park. So just a bevy of places to visit, and look at this, man. Nobody's here. Most beautiful beaches in America right here at 30A. Let's get to the next spot you might want to hit if you're looking for public beaches here at 30A. All right, guys, so we just got out of Grayton Beach State Park, and as soon as you cross the bridge, you are here, man, right up in Watercolor. Now, a lot of people are interested in this area. This is one of the first really big areas that popped off here back in the day. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, these streets are just lined with palm trees. Anything you could think about, just the most beautiful place in Florida, this is it. After you get through Watercolor, you go through Seaside. Seaside is beautiful as well. However, it is a tourist destination. It gets crowded there during peak season. There's no way in heck I'd be driving through here right now if it wasn't the middle of January, guys. It gets packed. But as you can see, this is Watercolor, and the beautiful homes here to the left. They call it Watercolor because of these homes. It just looks like something out of a painting, guys. It's absolutely gorgeous. Of course, Seaside, Florida is where they filmed The Truman Show. And just rolling along 30A, this is, especially this time of year, this is very pleasant to do because you don't get this a lot. So we just entered Seaside. Now you're in Seaside. Some of this area will look very familiar to you from The Truman Show. Absolutely gorgeous. The only problem about this, guys, there's no public beach access points here, really. This is all private beach over here, so very hard to find beach access point through here. Now, they do have some little public access points that I'm going to try and point out to you, but they're few and far between, and they're always very crowded. I mean, look at all these people down here in the middle of January, but it's just absolutely gorgeous through here. Guys, if you're coming into town, you want to check out a great restaurant, check out that one right there. It's called Bud and Alys. They have the best grouper sandwich. If it's on the menu, you better get it. The best crab cakes. Get up there on the second level, watch the sunset up there. Absolutely gorgeous. Have food trucks all throughout here, and then of course we're going to have the city main square right there in the middle where they throw little concerts at that amphitheater. Pickles is a great spot to grab a burger, but as you can see, during this time of year, really pleasant to drive through here. Barely any traffic. If you're visiting during the winter months, you definitely want to take a trip through beautiful Seaside and see what it's all about. All right, this is Cafe 30A. This is Seagrove Beach, and if you look across the street here at Seagrove Beach, you're gonna see a brand new access point. It's called Seagrove Regional Beach Access, or I mean, that's what we're calling it right now because they haven't come out with a spiffy name yet. As you can see, it's still currently under construction. They're hoping to have this open by this spring. We don't have an exact number of parking spaces yet, but there will be a good number of parking spaces, and it's also gonna be ADA accessible boardwalk for those that have disabilities. A lot of the places you'll find down here are just neighborhood paths that go through that gives you access to the beach with no parking. What the county of South Walton has done is basically start buying up some of these oceanfront lots and now using this to create more public access to ease this public versus private situation. There are a handful of existing neighborhood and regional accesses in Seagrove. There's the Santa Clara Regional Beach access. There's also Dogwood Time and a couple other small ones. You really just have to keep your eyes peeled on the side of the road. If you see one of those blue Walton County signs, you know that's an access point to get you down to the beach. This new access is the kind of infrastructure improvement that boosts walkability and rental appeal if you're looking to buy in the area. I want you to be very quiet while we're hunting wabbits because I just put you on the place that nobody knows about. This, my friends, is the Eastern Lake Beach access. Not a ton of people know about this. This is tucked away a little bit behind 38. Brian, if you want to show them exactly where it's at, I just pulled it up on my little GPS in the car, but let me show you what it's like right now. Nobody knows about this place. Hidden gem right here. As you can see, we're tucked away in 30A. Look at all the parking spaces here. And we have one other car. Very quiet while we're hunting wabbits. All right, let's take a look at the little access point here. This one you're gonna run down here. Truthfully, I don't know where the beach access is. That's how hard it is to find it. Here we go, guys, I think I see it. So you park over there, and then you can see over here, there's a little access point. So you got the parking up there, and then you walk on down this way. And then when you walk down this way, voila, we have some access. We got the bikes parked. People are down here. This is a little known place right here. A little bit of a walk, but not too bad because you saw the parking over there, right? Eastern Lake Beach access is where we're at, guys. Look at this. Now this is cool. This feels fun. Look at that big, huge statue out there. Isn't that beautiful? Gotta be honest, guys. This is my first time out here, but this will not be my last. I cannot wait to take my kids out here because this is the easy way to get to one of the dune lakes. It's Eastern Lake, and if you look over here, you will see the mouth of it. Right here, the access goes right down on it. Look at that. So right now, either high tide or low tide, the water's going out from Eastern Lake out into the beautiful Gulf of America or Mexico, whatever your party affiliation is. I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong. I am saying this is absolutely drop down gorgeous, beautiful. I cannot wait to take my kids here. I'm so excited. Look, this is wonderful. I cannot believe. You know what, Brian? I don't even think you should put this in this dang YouTube video. This needs to be mine. I don't want nobody to know about it. Look how gorgeous this is out here, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. You have the inlet right here. I can't remember what this is called. There's a name for it, but look how clear the water is going out. So this is all going out to the Gulf of America right there. And you can see the water going out, and at certain times the water will come in and it will be beautiful water. Absolutely gorgeous. This is something we experience a lot when we go to Camp Helen State Park, but you have to trek like a mile down a beach path. Here, you just have this little thing right here, and voila, you are here at Eastern Lake. How gorgeous is that? Bro, sometimes I even surprise myself on this channel. Hey, if you like what you're seeing, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. That's how people get to see me. And if you see this and you think this is special, you share it with your friends. We won't tell anybody. I'm almost ashamed to say that I've lived here 3 years at this point. There's another state park that I was unaware of. This is Deer Lake State Park, guys. And this particular park, it's on the honor system. So you pay $3 per vehicle. You get your envelope down here. I think, well, look, here's one on the side. Look, we'll help the litter situation. You place your $3 in here, and that is gonna be your payment for the day. Deer Lake State Park, only several miles from my house, and yet I've never been here before. So let's go explore further, as your host has no idea what he's doing. We're gonna learn together today. All right, we are entering into Deer Lake State Park here, and as you can see, they have some golf cart parking, and they have some regular parking. We're gonna go for the regular parking. Restrooms are right here, and let's go explore our world. All right, Deer Lake State Park, here you have it. We have 1 and 2 picnic areas along with we're finding out another thing, guys. It's called an outfall, the Dune Lake Outfall here. Deer Lake is one of 15 coastal dune lakes that can be seen from Scenic Highway 30A. Coastal dune lakes are rare throughout the world, and South Walton County is the best place to see them. Western Lake is the second largest dune lake in the area. Lake Powell is the largest and can be seen if you visit Camp Helen State Park. So this is it, guys. You guys want to walk through and check it out? Let's go. I don't know exactly how far I'm walking. All I know is Daddy's getting steps in today. Oh, cool. Look at this. This is awesome. So we must be jumping over a dune here, I'm guessing. I don't know. Look at the wildlife though, guys. It's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, you'll see the dunes here, and we're basically on top of a very large dune at this point. Now, I'm only walking this because I know you want to see it. And dang it, if this isn't worth a like or subscribe, or call me if you need real estate, I don't know what is. My name's John. People call me Mr. Beach. You can reach me anytime at 850-943-7777 or email me at john@mrbeachteam.com. Let's go. Holy cow. Wow. Is this amazing? What a beautiful scene. Absolutely gorgeous. And if you think that trek took your breath away, imagine trying to go down all the sand dunes up and down, man. I mean, I'm kind of out of breath after that trek, but wow, this is just absolutely gorgeous out here. Look at this. I mean, doesn't he have a beautiful paintbrush? Just so lucky to live here and experience things like these. I can't wait to take my girls here and show them this beautiful spot. That's a great part about living here, man. There's so much adventure, so many things to get into. We haven't even gotten to the trail system. Look, I'm too fat to be walking trails all day. Guys, this place is paradise on earth. If you like what you're seeing, please hit that like button. Now, since we're talking public versus private, I'll go ahead and take you to the most private of all the spots here on 38, and that is the Watercolor Beach Club, the area right behind me. This place is absolutely massive, guys. I did a video earlier on it. If you want to check it out, I'll put a link down in the comments, but this place is absolutely massive. It's a full-on member-style beach resort with two massive 7,000 square foot zero entry pools, 25,000 square feet of pool deck space with towels, loungers, umbrellas, and complimentary beach setups, so you don't fry in the sun, you enjoy the sun. There's casual and elevated dining right on the beach. It's a great place to go and have a couple of drinks after work. I've been invited a couple times. George, if you're listening, please invite me again. But this place is great, and right now the memberships for Watercolor Beach Club and all the Watercolor Country Club is about $75,000, and that's a one-time entry fee. I believe you're required to pay about $1,000 a month, and that will include all your food and drinks while you're out on the golf course or doing whatever you're doing, but they do require you to spend a minimum amount. And $75,000, a lot of people would scoff and go, John, that's a lot of money. When I first got here, it was $25,000. Now it's $75,000. I've been hearing rumors that it's going to go up to $100,000, and soon they're going to run out of space. And when that happens, it's going to be a super exclusive resort. So the Beach Club Resort is right here, right down the road over here. We have Camp Creek, and they have massive golf courses. I think they have 6 that they're building right now. I know for sure they have 3 golf courses that they have right now, and I do believe 2 more are under construction as we speak. But man, this place out here is absolutely massive. Once they get the bypass from Margaritaville by the airport out here to Watersound, this place is going to be even more packed than it already is. That's why they're saying, you know what, it might just be an exclusive country club membership at some point. So $75,000 sounds like a lot, but if you got it, you might want to spend it, especially if you're planning on spending time here on the beautiful Emerald Coast. Speaking of George from Setco, my good buddy that's a member here and has had me back here to enjoy all this stuff, let's go ahead and take a word from him and how you might be able to protect yourself in a situation when you're closing a home here on the beautiful Emerald Coast. All right, guys, here at beautiful Rosemary Beach today, man, it doesn't get any prettier than this. We're here at the pearly gates, where not even my friend George Brandon Jr. could get us to the gates. Dude, you're the Jack Nicholson of 38. You're supposed to be able to help us out here.
Not happening over here.
So he owns a title company called Setco, and we're talking today about surveys and why surveys are important when you're buying property.
Great question, John. So I can give an example of something that may have happened in this area. There was actually a roof line over a property line, which is actually still technically an encroachment, even though it was 50 feet in the air. You need to get a survey for your property. For a home, it's not an absolute must, but I highly, highly recommend it. Most lenders are going to require it for us to close it, and you want to know. It could be as simple as your air conditioners on the other side of someone's property or somebody's air conditioner on yours. Order a survey. They help. That's part of what we insure, and it protects you when we have it long term.
And people always ask, when they get the survey bill, they're always like, are you kidding me? $750 for a survey? If it saves you much more than that, believe me, it's worth every penny. So sometimes it's just better to err on the side of caution.
Absolutely.
Get the stinking survey.
Yes, sir.
Still can't get us in.
Yep, not happening.
All right, guys, back in the bus, and not a lot of public access anywhere from the country club on into this place. This is what is known as Alys Beach, A-L-Y-S, not Alice, like that dirty waitress at that counter back in the 70s. No, honey, this is Alys, A-L-Y-S. And you've more than likely seen some of these beautiful pictures on my YouTube channel, but we'll go ahead and drive you through it so you can get a real sense of what this is like. Absolutely 100% no public beaches over here, my friends. No, 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 no. You must be staying in one of these really expensive places over here and having a corresponding armband that says that you belong in this place. Just so you know, the highest price per square foot anywhere in the Southeast. I mean, this is the creme de la creme. They call it the Hamptons of the South. This is what it's all about. If you are somebody with money somewhere in the Southeast and you want to go vacation someplace, this is exactly where you do it. And you can also enjoy a wonderful cup of coffee right here at the Fonville Press, one of my favorite spots. I really enjoy going over there and sitting on the patio, having a nice cup of joe. They do public concerts out here all the time. You do not have to be staying at Alys to enjoy that. And another really great restaurant right there is George's. Definitely have to check that out while you're down. And then we cross over here, and there is a little neighborhood over here called Seacrest in between Alys Beach and Rosemary Beach. Rosemary Beach was built before Alys, and Alys has a great story, by the way, of how it was built. It was a family that owned all that land out there, and they were like, we got wild hair, let's just go ahead and build this sucker up. And they did it all by themselves and really bet on themselves, and I'm so proud of them for it. They really are reaping the benefits of that, and did it through faith too, and I just think that's an incredible story. They have a great video. I'll link that in the bottom of this YouTube channel so you can check it out. Right here is Seacrest Beach. This has one of the most enormous pools that you'll see in 30A. However, the beach access is a little dicey over here. They have a tram that will take you over through this neighborhood right here, but you're not allowed to stop anywhere in that neighborhood. You got to go directly to the beach, and there's just a little patch of beach there that you can access through Seacrest. You can go to Shoreline Defender. Shoreline Defender is basically, if you want to learn more about the public versus private beaches, that's where to go. They have all the information. They spend all their time talking about it. They're very upset about it, and that's fine. I understand. Dude, hey, listen, I'm with you, Shoreline Defenders. I think it should be everyone's beach, but definitely understand why some of these people that own beachfront property want to keep it that way. Oh, look, here's a passerby. Go ahead. Sorry about that. Guys, always stop at these stop signs too. Don't ever run over anybody, please. It's terrible for tourism and for the person that gets ran over. Thank you, and God bless. Here you will see beautiful Rosemary Beach. This is the city town square. Right over here to the right, you'll find Paradis, one of the best restaurants. You'll find the cutest little post office you've ever seen. And right over here, you'll see a beautiful courtyard area. One of those units, a condo right over there, just sold for $2.4 million. And it was a 2-bedroom, 3-bath. So if you're looking to buy over here, you might want to bring the Amex Black Card. And most of the people that buy over here buy with cash anyways. But beautiful little neighborhood. And if you want to ever explore, just go back in there. They have some really cool little playgrounds where we take the girls a lot, but really beautiful area here, guys. Rosemary Beach is one of a kind, and this will take you right out on the outside of 38 and into Inlet Beach. Inlet Beach is an awesome place. I've been moving a lot of people out here. We might have a special guest appearance here in just a little bit. I'm going to show you one of the beach before we get to Inlet Beach, which is the largest public beach here, and this is, I'm going to just show you real quick. This is the end of 30A right here, and it's going to pop out on 98. And if you look over there to the left, you'll see 30 Avenue, which is an awesome spot. I've done a lot of videos over there, and that's just a really great place to go hang. They have a huge patio area that we like to really experience a lot. If you take a right here, you'll head into Inlet Beach, and I'm gonna show you a public beach access right down the road. All right, just going down 98, just a little bit here, you're gonna see this green sign that says public beach access. You'll wanna take a right here, and when you do, voila, you are here at one of the biggest public beach access points anywhere on 30A. This, my friends, is Inlet Beach. And as you can see, you got parking to the left, you got parking to the right, you got parking everywhere, which is great. I'm gonna go ahead and park right over here. All right, this is it, folks. This is the last beach on the stretch of 38. This is Inlet Beach. Not only is it the last beach, but it's also the biggest public beach that we have here in Walton County. Here you'll see the sign, Inlet Beach. Boom, and we got the restrooms right up front. We got a little shower area right there. And as you walk through the boardwalk here, you will find the beach. Now, I was hoping my buddy Rick from Margaritaville is gonna join me. He just bought a second home over here on the other side of 98 in Inlet Beach. There's a great neighborhood called Grand Point South and the preserves. All that area back there, I'm really high on right now for real estate. And the reason being is this is still 38 over here. And you actually have beach access. Not only that, you have a lot of beach access. I mean, geez, once you see how big this area is out here, it's really going to impress you. You not only have one entrance, you also have two other entrances. So 3 entrances all day to get on the beach here at beautiful Inlet Beach. Let's check it out as we walk down the boardwalk. Absolutely gorgeous. Woo! And this one also has another one of the artificial reef systems out right past this dune. 750 yards out, you will find a large grouper, the unofficial fish of Florida. I guess would it be the unofficial fish of Florida? Listen, a lot of people like grouper. I did like grouper until I caught a big grouper and I ate the jowl meat out of the grouper and it turned me off for whatever reason. I don't eat that much grouper anymore. Much rather prefer pompano or red snapper. I'll eat grouper every now and then, don't get me wrong, but hey, here's the fish reef right here. Awesome. And we got a little visual of that up top because this is not a state park. We could actually film out here. But look at this stretch of beach, man. I mean, this is a huge stretch of beach out here. There's also a couple public access points right over there. Chris Stapleton, I'm not gonna totally give it away, but Chris Stapleton lives very close to here. It's something about that Tennessee whiskey, baby. Hey man, I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today and taking this tour of all these towns. If you'd like more information on 38, check out this video right here. This is one that I did a couple years ago, but it'll show you more of the architecture and some of the beautiful stuff involved. And don't forget, if you're looking for a place here, I'd love it if you gave me a shout. Hey, from my family to yours, God bless you and thank you for watching this channel. We'll see you next time.